Hi, my name is Dale Guiducci. I'm a vice president with a company called United Credit Education Services. And one of our agents around the United States invited you to this webinar today. So thanks for joining us. Now, we know you're super busy, which is why we made this webinar automated so you can come and get this information whenever you had the time. But this can have a dramatic impact on your business as it has for thousands of others that are in what we call credit-related fields, meaning that in order to close a transaction, you need a credit-worthy client with a minimum qualifying score. Now, there are a lot of industries that need credit-worthy clients, like real estate and mortgage, of course, banking, the solar industry, automobile sales, and more. And assuming that you're in one of those types of professions, let me ask you a question. How many times does it happen that you spend time, energy, effort to attract a buyer prospect, only to find out that they don't have the credit score to qualify for a loan? Now, that's typically lost opportunity for you and wasted time, effort, money that you've spent attracting these people. But it doesn't have to be that way. You're always going to get people that initially don't qualify. Using real estate as an example, according to Zillow, nearly a third of people that apply for a home loan can't qualify due to credit score. Assuming your buyer prospects are similar to the national averages, that means that a third of your efforts to attract buyers might seem to be wasted. But a lot of issues with people's credit score are fixable in a relatively short amount of time. So instead of turning these people away or trying to coach them yourself and relying on people to do what you coach them to do, we have a better solution. Since 2004, United Credit has specialized in working with professionals in the real estate, mortgage, banking, solar, auto, and other industries to take as many of those credit challenge prospects like those you've worked hard to attract and turn them into qualified buyers, which of course puts more dollars in your bank account, but it also helps those clients advance their lives by being able to purchase a home, get that small business loan, put solar on their home, buy that car at a decent interest rate. So how do we do that? Well, first of all, credit restoration. Now, the general public likes to call that credit repair. We've been doing credit repair or credit restoration since 2004. We have agents in all 50 states. So let's talk about really what is credit repair. And we're going to define it very narrowly in that it's the removal of obsolete, erroneous, and unverifiable derogatory items from consumer credit reports. And of course, if we do that, their credit score is going to go up. But there are thousands of credit repair companies in the United States. So how is United Credit different? Well, first of all, we don't just do credit repair, or again, what we like to call credit restoration. We have 12 different products that I'm going to share with you a little bit about here right now. The first being that credit restoration or credit repair product. Now, we leverage the Fair Credit Reporting Act and we challenge all derogatory items immediately. Why is that important to understand as a difference between us and the rest of the industry? Because in most cases, companies out there in this industry, they purposely slow the process down to get those derogatory items removed. Why? Because they want to keep the client on service as long as possible. We just don't do business that way. We don't think it's the right thing to do. And we couldn't possibly ask you to refer your credit challenge clients to us if we're going to take that much time to remove derogatory items. So instead, we challenge all derogatory items immediately, and that provides your client and you with the fastest results allowed by law. People always ask, what types of items can possibly be removed from a credit report? Really, any derogatory item can be removed, anywhere from late payments and charge-offs all the way to medical bills and bankruptcies. And the results can happen in as quickly as 45 days because, again, we're going to go after these and try to get them removed as fast as federal law will allow. Now, that's a good thing. And again, that's going to increase credit score for a client once we get some of these negative items removed. However, the removal of negative items only affects payment history, and payment history is only 35% of an overall credit score. If you look at this chart, you've got 30% that's the amounts owed. What if we could help somebody understand how they could pay down some balances? That's going to help their credit score. It's also going to help their debt to income ratio, which is going to help you get them a mortgage. Then you've got things like new credit. What if we could add some new positive credit trade lines or accounts to their credit score? That's going to help that. It's also going to help the types of credit, which is another 10% of their credit score. And with some of the things that we have, we can actually even increase the length of credit history on certain accounts that we can have put on their credit report. So credit restoration is typically the only service other companies can offer. What about this other 65%? So that's where all these other services that we provide come into play. First of all, Credit Builder. Credit Builder is going to make recommendations to the client on some things that they can do to increase their credit score. We are going to assist them in that as well. We've got credit attorneys standing by in the event that the credit bureau doesn't do what they are supposed to do by law in terms of removing obsolete items, removing or updating erroneous items. If they refuse to do it or don't do it, we're going to get our credit attorneys involved, and there's no extra fee to the client. We also provide online credit monitoring. Now, some people have some sort of online credit monitoring, but a lot of people, as you're aware, they don't even know what their credit score is when they come to you. So in order to fix something, you have to be aware of what it is. We're going to give somebody online credit monitoring that's real time, all 3 credit reports, and they can log in 24/7 and see exactly what their credit score is now and monitor the progress of what we're doing for them as well. There's a debt payoff system going back to paying down debt. We help them with that, show them certain accounts that are high interest rate accounts that they should be paying off first, which is going to put more money towards their down payment for a home or a car or whatever it is they're trying to buy. But again, it's going to increase their debt to income ratio and increase their credit score. We also have identity monitoring, which is important to them. It's also important to you because as you're trying to get them approved, the last thing that either one of you want to have happen is that they get their identity stolen, and therefore there's no way of getting them approved for a long period of time. And then we've got other services that are going to help their overall financial situation as well. In addition to that package of services that we charge one low monthly fee that I'll explain here in a little bit, we also have other services as needed. So if a client is a renter of a home or an apartment, we have a program called Credit My Rent. This is phenomenal. We've seen credit scores increase anywhere from 30 to 50 points just because of this. So we can take their on-time payments, so their rental payments for their home, their apartment, and put it on their TransUnion credit report, soon to be Equifax. Within days of you seeing this webinar, we are going to be able to also put it on their Equifax report. We can actually go back up to 24 months. So if we can take 24 months of their rental payments, which is typically their highest expense that they have, and put it on their credit report, we're going to show credit history, and we're going to show a different type of account, credit mix, and obviously it's going to boost their credit score. So we've got programs for individuals that want to just start today moving forward, and it's $6.95 a month. It'll be $9.95 a month when we add Equifax. Or again, we can go back up to 12 months or 24 months, and you can see the pricing right here on the screen. We also have a secured credit card program through First Progress. Now, why is that important? Because a lot of people, they just don't use credit cards. Either they've had mishaps in the past, they don't trust themselves, or they just don't believe in credit. Well, as you know, in order to have a maximum credit score, you've got to have revolving accounts. So we're going to highly encourage someone and teach them how to use a credit card responsibly so that they can increase their credit score that way as well. And the secured credit card program that we have, of course, reports to all 3 credit bureaus. Now, what we do is transparent, and the client is involved. What do I mean by that? Well, We give our clients an online portal that they can access through a desktop, laptop, iPad, tablet, that they can then see all the different services that we provide, number one, and access and utilize those services, but also monitor the progress of their credit restoration service, that one service inside that package of services that we provide. But again, they can see all the services in that package right here. But a lot of people today are accessing things through their mobile device, their phones as an example. So we give them a phone app so people don't have to wait till they get home. They can access them while they're at work or wherever they are, so they can keep better track of, again, what's going on with their services that are helping them increase their credit score, what's going on with the specific service of credit restoration that we are providing them. And you, as the referral person, whether again you're a real estate agent, mortgage broker, solar person, etc., you get a portal where you can check on your client's progress. Like maybe you've worked with a credit restoration company in the past, and one of the complaints that you had is that you could never find out or monitor the progress of what's going on with your client that you referred to that company. Well, now you can. You can do it 24/7 online. So what do we charge for this service? Well, there's a $99 setup fee plus the client's first monthly payment of $89 for a total of $188. And then it's just $89 a month until the client's done with our services, and they can cancel at any time. And you might ask, how long does it take? And that's a great question. And it depends on certain aspects of what's going on with that client's credit report. So how many accounts do they have? How old are those accounts? Who the creditors are? What type of accounts? I will tell you that you can get results in as quickly as 45 days. But to go through the entire process and see if we can maximize their credit score, our average client is on service with us for 6 months, which means that some clients are much sooner, some clients take a little bit longer. But the bottom line is no other company provides the same level of results for your client and a dedicated agent to work directly with your client and you than our company. So again, $188, $89 a month, and clients can actually get their monthly payment waived by referring 5 other people to us as well. So what do our referral partners say? Well, we've got literally thousands of referral partners over the past dozen years that have worked with our company and continue to refer people to us, but I'm just going to choose 2. This is Melody Hunter. She's with Charles Rutenberg Realty in Florida. She says, I'm a very busy licensed realtor in Pinellas County, Florida. Once I learned how United Credit can help my clients improve their credit scores, I was thrilled. I've referred several clients to them. Once a client's credit improves, they can now purchase a home. This obviously makes many people happy. I appreciate the knowledge they share and helpful hints they provide. Another one, Rhonda Anderson, a mortgage broker. As a mortgage lender, you are key to the success my borrowers have in obtaining a great interest rate and sometimes even a loan in the first place. You make me look good, and I'm so happy to have you on my lender team and highly recommend you to everyone. You truly are experts in your field. Now, we could show you hundreds of more, as I said, of these types of testimonials, but for the sake of your time, I'm going to introduce you to a gentleman that is a real estate agent that has worked with our company for 8 years now, helping his credit challenge clients become qualified buyers. Tony Camilleri from northwest of Detroit, Michigan. Hey, Tony, how are you?
I'm doing awesome, Dale. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. And we've got some people online with us today that may have had the same issues that you were facing 8 years ago with people that want to buy a home or a car or get a loan of some sort, but they couldn't qualify because of credit score. Can you briefly share your experience with United Credit over the years in helping these people and what it's done for your real estate business?
Absolutely, Dale. You know, it's funny because when I was first approached, I will be, totally transparent. I was actually like thinking, man, is this real? Does this really work? You just don't know. And so I gave it a shot. What did I have to lose? I have clients that had bad credit that weren't qualified, and they were looking for answers. And so I put them in the program, and I'll tell you, it was awesome. My first client, he went from a 550 to a 680 in 90 days, and that doesn't always happen, right? I mean, that can happen. And it was a great story. And he was so fired up because he was qualified to get a mortgage. And so I just kept putting more and more people in there. And throughout the last 8 years, I've helped literally thousands of people throughout myself, as well as my organization of realtors that I work with. So just phenomenal results. It's been a godsend to really get more people qualified and, sell more houses.
Well, I'm glad you talked about your organization of realtors, because I wanted to make sure that you shared, your decision to kind of take your relationship with United Credit to another level and actually become an agent so you could sell the services directly to your buyer prospects and other people. But why else did you decide to do that?
Well, like you said, the obvious answer was I was helping more clients, getting more commissions, and that was great personally. But I thought, well, geez, there's a ton of other realtors out there and mortgage professionals that have a bunch of unqualified clients. They could use the service. So I became an agent and share the information like I share with my clients, and the realtors and loan officers said, this is awesome. I'll help more people. So I built an organization, and it actually spread outside of even the real estate industry in terms of bringing on other agents. And it's been very lucrative. It's been life-changing, to be quite honest. I've done very well in real estate as an investor and a real estate salesperson. But now my income with this, with the opportunity with our company has far surpassed that. And there's a residual component that has really been a blessing. I can leave, I can take off for a month and my income really won't be affected because I've built a large team, and they're out there helping their clients and help creating additional income, for many others. So it's been just amazing opportunity.
So someone could do what you did, which is to build this large organization and significant income based on the opportunity with United Credit. But also, as we both know, a lot of real estate people, mortgage people, maybe people in the automobile or solar industry, they just want these services to help their credit challenged clients, right, become more get more qualified buyers so they could sell more real estate, right? They could do more mortgages. It puts more solar on people's roofs. And I think that's probably what happened to you, is you saw that, and that's why you got involved, but then you saw the bigger picture and took it to another level. Would that be a true statement?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The primary thing was to get more people qualified so I could sell more real estate. And so what I've done is, as you mentioned, there's so many industries that are credit based. They need their clients to have good credit in order to sell them their product. And so that's the primary focus, is to help, my focus to help people to create more business within their industry using our services, right? And then, but in addition to that, I thought, well, if I in my part-time could use the system that we have and the training and everything that's already packaged up, and I won't have to really detract from my profession of real estate and just add to it. And that's what I've done. And I've helped many other people do that. And it's been very, very lucrative. And I've been able to build both. But like, as I said, the income is great because the big picture is phenomenal long-term residual income. And hey, why not do both? You got multiple streams of income, and it keeps you in the same industry, right? So if you're in solar or you're in auto, you're not taking away from that. You're just adding to it and creating. Actually, here's what's really cool. I've been able to help realtors and people in other industries create more clients because they can market the credit repair services. And guess what that does? Those people then need their product, and now they're qualified. So it's a great thing. It builds a pipeline. As we all know in sales, you have to always build a pipeline.
Right. Well, Tony, I appreciate you coming on. It's certainly going to be helpful for these people to hear this information on this very quick webinar that we're trying to do, because we know they're busy as well. But thanks for taking time out of your schedule. We'll talk with you real soon.
All right, Dale. Thanks a lot.
All right. Take good care.
You too.
So there you have it. And this hopefully makes sense to you in terms of taking these credit challenge clients that you've worked really, really hard to get, that simply can't qualify right now, and helping them take that next step, helping them get that qualifying credit score. So how can we work together? Well, first of all, you can refer your credit challenge clients to the UCES or United Credit agent that shared this webinar with you. Okay, you can do that via text, email, phone, or when you set up an online portal through that agent, you can actually put that client information right into your portal, and your agent will receive that information. Now, our agent will contact your client that same day that you give them the information, usually within the hour. They'll notify you of the results of that call, and you can monitor the progress of what's happening with your client in your online portal. But here's another option. And you can do what Tony Camilleri did, which is to become an independent United Credit agent and sell this protection plan, this suite of services, directly to your client. And of course, the benefits of that are that you'll be able to earn the income associated with that sale, certainly. And there's $100 per client sale that you make, plus a small residual each and every month. So that's good. But the bottom line is you're going to know that your client has some great services, and you're going to be able to monitor those services even more closely and stay more closely in touch with your client. So that's another option for you. So either way that you want to go, you just want to become a referral partner and refer those credit challenged clients over to us. That's great. And the agent that you're going to be working with will stay in touch with you. And again, you can use your online portal to monitor their progress. Or if you want to take a look at becoming an independent agent, either way, get together with and contact the United Credit agent who invited you to this webinar and talk with them. And they will share with you further information regarding either option. In either way, we do look forward to working with you, and we certainly appreciate the time you took to be on this webinar today. Have a great day.